Hi there. Back in the Stone Age, the subject of self-defense was a number of books and videos by people who espoused their ideas of what protection against violent attacks should be like, based on theory. And to be frank, there was a lot of nonsense offered. Then a very small group of guys who had trained in karate started working on the doors. Most prominent and first of these was Terry O'Neill, who started working on the Cavern Club in Liverpool at the time of the Beatles. But there was also Gary Spires, who'd worked over in Australia, and he worked in the UK as well when he came over. Butch White in Sheffield. Myself, who started working with Terry in 1970. And Terry and I founded Fighting Arts magazine, and Terry was always in the material he selected for the magazine and in interviews he gave himself, he always talked about the reality. He was very much talking about what really happened. And one of the first conversations I ever had with him was about the difference between sport and reality. So for Fighting Arts, he asked me to write a dedicated column on self-protection, which was on guard. And I was able to offer some views through that. But to me, the most significant contribution in this area were two karate-trained doormen, Peter Consterdine and Geoff Thompson, who started writing in the martial arts magazines, and their material really did change the whole self-protection community. I had known Peter for a long time, since the mid-60s, when he used to come over and teach in Liverpool to Wado dojo here, and we'd kept in touch. And Peter was actually the first guy to win a full contact tournament, so his background was impeccable. I hadn't met Geoff while I was reading this material, but I was impressed by the kind of things he was saying. Then later, I was asked to do a series of courses for Geoff and Pete under the BCA, and that's when I got to meet Geoff for the first time, and he's an absolute diamond. Really, really great guy. And the work they're doing through their organisation is superb. The core of their material is presented in a series of DVDs called the Pavement Arena. And I had it years ago on tape, VHS, but then Geoff gave me the DVD set, passed it on to me because I wanted to refresh myself on it. And it really is terrific material. So it's not so much the techniques. A lot of techniques work, and in fact Peter and Geoff actually espouse different techniques, and I don't have a problem with this. I don't have a problem with anything that people teach, as long as it's based on their own personal experience, and their personal experience is going to be different. But what the DVD set, the Pavement Arena, teaches, firstly is confrontation management, situational control, how to pick up cues, combat indicators, the signs of forthcoming violence, how the bad guys structure an ambush, how they talk their way in. All this is invaluable in linking the actual skills to the reality of the street. Geoff talks about techniques of deception and distraction leading to destruction. How you can use it, how you can use verbal stratagems. So a big component of this is the fence, and this is the subject of a standalone book by Geoff, which I've reviewed, and it's absolutely essential reading for anybody in this business, and how he explains the utility of the fence is something exceptional. Then the material presents training drills, how to desensitize the guys to violence, how to present drills in an informal, unstructured way rather than in the traditional martial arts. Getting the guys used to surprise, getting the guys used to in-the-face aggression and violence and profanity, and handling it. So all in all, it's a really it's a wealth of information, and as I say, I dip back into it on regular occasions, and there's always something that I've forgotten, and there's always something to relearn from it. Now, the self-protection industry, for want of a better term, has evolved. There's a lot more guys with experience teaching. There's a lot more scenario-based training, the kind of things we did with the padded suit and so on, which really has raised the game. But this material presented in Pavement's arena is the foundation. It's still relevant and it has never dated. So I'll put a link to where you can get the DVD. They are sometimes available. A lot of it is online on YouTube, and I really think that I can't really recommend it highly enough to anybody who's interested in staying safe.